We got why your brain blinds you for 2 hours every day. Let's get right into this video.
The world you see is not real. You're not living in this very moment that you're experiencing, and nothing is like it seems. It turns out your brain constructs your reality as you're experiencing it. It edits your memories as they happen. It lives in totally different time spheres and tells you a story about the world that feels real. What's going on and who's really in control of your life? The gap between reality
You're not your brain. You feel me? We'll get into that though. Let's see what he got to say.
and you. Vision is maybe our main source of information about the world, but in reality we don't really see that much. Only a thumbnail-sized area of your visual field is in high resolution, while the rest is out of focus. If it doesn't feel
That is true. I have done this before. If you ever tried to not focus on anything, right? Everything is blurry, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything is blurry. You're basically like your eyes be like shooting everywhere. You feel me? And everything's blurry. But when you focus, whatever you're focused on is vividly clear, but everything around it is blurry. You feel me? Real thing.
like this, that's because it's made up by your brain, using a pretty neat trick. Each
Sometimes when
second,
I'm
your eyes
driving,
make
I'll
3 to
try to
4
like
sudden
focus on
jerky
nothing.
movements, saccades
You know what I'm
of
saying?
50 milliseconds,
And
focusing from
everything's
one
just
point to
blurry,
another,
bro.
scanning your environment to get different sharp images that your brain then edits together. During a saccade, your brain shuts down your vision so you don't see a wild motion blur. This means that each day for around 2 hours, you're completely blind. If you could actually see what your eyes see, it would look something like this. Brrr, brrr. Instead,
That's
your
crazy.
brain fills this time with its best guesses of what happened during the blackness. But it does way more. It turns out that you're not really experiencing time correctly. What's really happening when you're stirring milk into a cup of coffee? As the spoon hits the ceramic, light reflects off it and hits your eyes after 1.3 nanoseconds. The ceramic vibrates and creates a shockwave of
That's a fact. They say we really don't see color. It's just the light bouncing off of objects into our eyes that makes us able to see color, right? So that's why somebody could see purple, but another person see blue. You know what I'm saying? They say color isn't real. But, you know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of crazy, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? But overall, we can't see light, they say. The light that bounces off of our retina helps us be able to see light.
molecules that travels to your ear in 1.2 milliseconds. Heat is picked up by fibers in your fingers that send a signal to your brain in 50 milliseconds. 3 very
And
different
our whole
inputs, all
body,
processed in
our
your brain at
senses,
different
our
times.
brain is
You
delayed,
don't
right? We
experience
think
them
we think
separately, but
everything's
as one.
instant. Like, oh, we instantly heard you. We instantly felt that. We instantly seen. No, bro. Everything is delayed, bro. Our brain is like, it's not slow because it's milliseconds, but you know what I'm saying. It's a little delayed.
Smooth, simultaneous and connected moment. Your brain takes a moment to process and then invents a reality, a present moment that's not real. What you feel is now is in fact a selectively edited version of the past. You really only consciously experience the world 0.3 to 0.5 seconds after things happened. Except this is also not really true, because your brain is editing time and space way more than that, and it makes decisions completely out of your conscious control.
Right.
You're living in the past. No. Future. No. A made-up future. Your present, what you experience right now,
There is no
kind
such
of
thing as
future.
the past and the future, though, gang. You feel me? So let's talk about the past. Wait, now it's the future. You feel me? There is no past, because every time you think about the past, you're in the present. You feel me? And then the future. Let's think about the future. Wait, we there already. It's the present. The only thing about time is the present time. You feel me? There is no past, there is no future. Lock in, Swim.
Imagine for a second that you're a table tennis pro. In pro table tennis, balls whoosh around at 25 meters per second, which is pretty fast, so let's slow down time. Light passes from the ball to your eye in nanoseconds, is converted into electrical impulses that reach your brain to be processed after 100 milliseconds. Meanwhile, the ball travels 2.5 meters through the air, the length of the table. If your brain showed you the past, where the ball was 100 milliseconds ago, it would hit you before you could react. So instead, your brain takes its location, speed, and direction and calculates where the ball should be
What?
in the future by the time the information reaches you, and then it creates a fictional version of it. This is
Wait, so we don't actually see the ball, we just predict where it's gonna go? For real? That's actually crazy, bro. I never thought of that. I never peeped that though. That's crazy. So like we're never actually seeing the ball. Well, we might see them hit the ball, but then we're predicting where the ball is gonna go. Okay,
what you see
that's crazy.
in your fake present, a fake ball that's somewhere else. But you don't need to just see the ball, you want to smash it back hard. If you acted now and started swinging your arm, you'd miss by a mile. Things are just too fast.
Right.
So before the ball even touches your opponent's bat, your brain starts predicting where it will likely be in space after they hit, based on the other player's posture and your table tennis experience. But as it can't be sure if it will be correct, it prepares multiple different responses. Maybe the ball will be here, or even here.
Right.
To be ready for all of these scenarios, your brain sends pre-programmed orders to the muscles you need to jump left, right, or
Pre-programmed
up,
orders.
telling them to be ready
So
for any
the
of
brain
them at a
already
moment's
knows
notice.
what
For a short
it's
moment,
about to
multiple
do.
ghost
It just
versions of
it
you
just has
exist
to
all
decide
equally
which
real
one.
inside your brain. And then as your
Damn.
opponent is about to lay into the swing, your brain decides on a single future that it thinks is most likely. All but one of the ghosts are deleted. You only ever experience the ghosts that won, never the potential ones.
Right.
The order to the muscles to act out the winning movement is triggered even before the ball is hit back to you. You are totally oblivious to this. By the time you consciously see the ball coming at you and decide to hit it in a particular way, your body has already hit it back. In reality, your brain already made all the decisions. Your conscious experience is nothing more than an invented future, a prediction based on the information your brain received a fraction of a second ago.
Right.
This is not just true for extreme sports like table tennis, but also for walking. Walking is time travel. After your game, you're walking back home, seemingly choosing your path and reacting to things. Meanwhile, your brain is operating in 3 different time spheres at once. It processes the sensory feedback of the past, it calculates the current state of your body, and it predicts your future. Because walking is intense.
The brain is a
Before the
predicting
signal
demon,
from
huh?
your foot touching the ground has even reached the brain, it's already sent the order to your foot to make the next step, and it's already calculated the muscle patterns for the next 2. But what if something truly catastrophic happens? There's a banana peel, and you step on it and slip. How did it get here? Listen, don't worry about it. It turns out your brain is ready for this. So far, we spoke of your brain making...
So my question would be, say I slip on the banana peel, or I'm playing table tennis, ping pong. What would make my predictions better, or what would make my reactions faster, right? So you know what I mean? So like how could I make my brain sharper? How could I make my brain better at predicting, right? That's what I'm wondering.
decisions for you, but this is not really true. You don't have a central control room where the world comes together. In reality, different parts of your body are aware of different things at different times. Your spinal cord usually knows stuff before your brain. And even within your brain, different
My
regions
spinal cord
process the
knows
same
stuff
event
before
at
my
different
brain.
speeds and make independent decisions. As your foot catches the peel, the gyroscope inside your ears notices a sudden change of your position in space. It submits this information to your brainstem and spinal cord, the things must happen quickly section of your body. They immediately trigger emergency recovery patterns and send orders to different muscle groups. Within 200 milliseconds,
You're
pre-programmed
catching yourself.
sequences activate to catch your fall.
Crazy.
Your arms shoot out, your other leg stiffens to support your weight, your core muscles contract to stabilize you. 100 milliseconds later, when you become aware that you're tripping, your body is already recovering. You are only just now catching up. Okay, so we've learned that your brain is constantly predicting reality around you, makes
Right.
decisions about the best way to act, and then shows you an edited version, which totally makes sense. Would you really want to be in charge of all that? But your brain is not just predicting the external world. Right now, it's predicting a way more complex thing, you. Are you just a prediction of your brain?
Imagine being able to build anything.
Are you just
by
a
thinking about
prediction
it.
of your
Meet
brain?
Base 44,
You're not your
a
brain.
complete
You feel me? If you ever
Why do
heard
you
of Home
feel
Math,
about the world the way you
we're gonna
do?
watch one of his
Your
videos too.
sense of hunger, your energy level, and especially your emotions are not just objective reactions to what state you're in, but predictions. Your brain's prediction of what you'll need soon or need to be ready for. You're probably used to getting food or going to bed roughly around the same time, and as the time approaches, your brain releases hormones to prepare you. A self-fulfilling
That's
prophecy.
a fact. I knew that.
You get hungry or tired because your brain assumes this is the
This is
time
what
when
you
this
need.
is needed.
Right.
This is the most striking thing about your emotions. They aren't just reactions to the outside world, they're predictions. When you go to a party,
Facts.
your brain isn't waiting to see how you feel once you get there based on how the party actually is. It analyzes your experiences of past parties and who it expects to be there. Maybe close friends you feel safe around. Maybe people you don't know who are a less socially secure bet. Maybe your brain remembers a party where you felt anxious and that experience stuck. This can be pretty annoying. If your brain predicts anxiousness, it adjusts your heart rate, hormone levels, and muscle tensions before you even enter the room. It prepares your body for anxiety.
So depending on your past experiences and things that happen, your body will predict off of those past experiences. So if I was anxious last time I was at a party, my brain's gonna be anxious and make me tense up and get a high heart rate. And you know what I'm saying though? That's actually crazy. Your past experiences could affect your future experiences, even in a party setting or first day of work or standing on stage. You feel me? That's crazy.
Making you actually feel anxious, which then confirms the brain's prediction and gets saved for future reference.
Right.
Does this make you feel like you're just along for the ride, forced to experience whatever predictions your brain feeds you? Thankfully, it's not quite like that. Your conscious self is obviously not the decider of most things as you go through your day.
No, yeah, the
But
subconscious.
that is not what it's good at anyway. Your brain and all of these different organ systems decide a lot of things, but they're more like butlers taking care of all the busy work. You may not be in the driver's seat, but you are the passenger that decides where to go. What your conscious self is good at is long-term planning and abstract thinking. It's a storyteller that tells the story of your life to your brain and to yourself, wherever the edges of these overlapping entities melt into each other. You are able to see the big picture that your internal prediction machine could never begin to grasp. You are the part.
So my conscious self thinks about the future planning and logic, right? But my subconscious basically just predicts everything. Is a prediction God?
Part of you that can edit and write new predictions into the system. Sometimes you and your brain disagree on what's correct, but in the end, you are the person in power who tells the story about who you are in this world. A story so convincing that you experience it as undeniable reality. And as a happy accident, your conscious self is great at being happy about ice cream, fascinated by internet videos, and thinking deeply about Pokemon types. What if you could train your brain to be more than just a regular butler, transforming it into a lean, mean, problem-solving machine with supercharged critical thinking skills and next-level intuition to
How I
help
do
make
that?
your reality even more interesting and fun? Thanks to our friends at Brilliant, you can.
Okay, this might be the end
helps
of
you
the
get
video.
smarter
Okay. Yes, sir.
driving production networks and discover new technologies to
Yes, sir. That was a banger video, though. You feel me? If you learned anything from the video, put it in the comments right now. You feel me? We gonna do some more reactions to the channel where I'm giving you a game, things I watch, things I find interesting. You feel me? I want you to like the video. I want you to subscribe. And if you did like this reaction, I got another one for you. I'm gonna leave it right here. And I thank y'all boys for watching the full video. It's your boy Kel, and we out the academy.